They were the most feared mercenaries in Europe, until one rainy afternoon destroyed their legacy forever. For over 2 centuries, if you were a king going to war, you hired Genoese crossbowmen. These weren't farmers handed a weapon. They were professional soldiers, career mercenaries from the Republic of Genoa in northern Italy, trained from boyhood to master one of the most powerful ranged weapons the medieval world had ever seen: the crossbow. A Genoese bolt could punch through chainmail at 100 yards. Kings across Europe, France, England, the Pope himself, paid fortunes to have these men on their side. The crossbow they carried was a composite crossbow, layers of wood, horn, and sinew compressed into a weapon that stored incredible tension. It took serious strength just to crank it back using a hook and belt system called a belt claw. The trade-off? It was slow. A trained English longbowman could fire 10 to 12 arrows per minute. A Genoese crossbowman, 2 bolts, maybe 3. But what those bolts did when they landed, devastating. Then came August 26, 1346, the Battle of Crécy. The French king, Philip VI, had roughly 5,000 Genoese crossbowmen at his command, the finest mercenary unit on the continent. He threw them at the English line first. But everything went wrong. They had just marched miles in the summer heat. They were exhausted. Then a sudden thunderstorm soaked their bowstrings, loosening the tension, robbing the bolts of their power. The English longbowmen, they had simply unstrung their bows during the rain and kept them dry. When the storm cleared, the English let loose. Thousands of arrows filled the sky. The Genoese bolts fell short. The English arrows did not. The crossbowmen broke. They turned and ran. And then came the most brutal twist. The French knights, furious at what they saw as cowardice, rode through their own mercenaries, cutting them down from behind. Crécy didn't end the Genoese crossbowmen. They fought for another century across Europe's wars. But that day marked something larger. The beginning of the end for the crossbow's dominance on the battlefield and the rise of the English longbow as the weapon that changed medieval warfare forever. The best mercenaries in Europe defeated by wet string and friendly fire. Like and subscribe for more epic history content, and consider being a member of our Patreon if you want to be a patron of our channel. Links are on our channel description.